Welcome back to Talk Maniac, the channel where we're basically obsessed with making life less of a dumpster fire. Today we're tackling self-improvement because let's be real, we've all had that moment where we look in the mirror and go, I could be less of a hot mess. No judgment here, just 5 simple, hilarious, and totally doable steps to kickstart your glow up. Spoiler, you won't need $1 million or a personal guru named Chad. Buckle up, maniacs. This is gonna be a wild 20-minute ride to a better you.
Know you've been a good friend.
Self-improvement. It's that buzzword your overly peppy coworker won't shut up about, right? But here's the deal. It's not about turning into a productivity robot or meditating on a mountaintop while a goat stares at you judgmentally. It's about small, real changes that make you go, hey, I don't totally suck at life today. We're talking better habits, less stress, and maybe, just maybe, not yelling at your toaster for burning your bread again. I've got 5 steps that'll get you there, with a side of laughs because frankly, we're not here to bore you to death. Let's maniacally improve ourselves, starting now. First up, the foundation of all this self-improvement madness. Here we go. Step 1, know your why. Sounds deep, right? Like some philosophical quest where you're stroking a beard you don't even have. But it's simpler than that. Why do you want to improve? Is it to stop forgetting where you parked your car? To finally impress your cat with your life choices? Or maybe to not cry when your boss emails you at 8 p.m.? Your why is your rocket fuel. It's what keeps you going when Netflix whispers, just one more episode. Here's how to find it. Grab a pen, or your phone, because who uses pens anymore? And write down one thing you'd love to get better at. Maybe it's I want to stop stress eating an entire bag of chips, or I want to run without sounding like a dying walrus. Then ask, why does that matter? Dig deep. If it's chips, maybe it's because you want energy to chase your dreams, or your toddler. If it's running, maybe it's to feel like a superhero instead of a couch potato. Fun fact, studies, like ones from those smarty pants at Harvard, say people with a clear purpose stick to goals 70% longer than wishy-washy folks. So, no why. No win. I once tried improving my cooking without a why, ended up with a smoke alarm serenade and a pizza delivery guy as my new best friend. True story. Take 5 minutes today, maniacs. Find your why, and you're already ahead of the game. Step 2, declutter your space and watch your brain thank you. Look, I get it, your desk looks like a thrift store exploded and your sock drawer's a crime scene. But here's the chaos outside equals chaos inside. Science agrees. Psychologists say a cluttered environment spikes your cortisol levels, aka the stress hormone. Translation? Your messy room is basically a horror movie for your mind. Start small because nobody's asking you to Marie Kondo your entire life in one afternoon. Pick one spot. Like that desk where your coffee mug collection is staging a takeover. Toss the trash, file the papers, and maybe find that pen you swore your dog ate. Spoiler, he didn't. I tried this once, found $20 and a love letter from 2012. Decluttering's like a treasure hunt with less pirates and more sanity. And don't stop at physical stuff, declutter your digital life too. Unsubscribe from that spammy newsletter about artisanal beard wax you'll never buy. Unfollow that Instagram account that makes you feel like a potato next to their perfect life. Less noise, more peace. By the end, you'll feel like you've shed 10 pounds of mental baggage, and maybe a few literal pounds of junk. Pro tip, if you're hoarding 17 empty Amazon boxes just in case, it's time to let go, my friend. Step 3, start small but start now, because baby steps beat faceplants every time. We've all been that person who's like, tomorrow I'm a new me, I'll run a marathon, learn French, and bake sourdough. Then tomorrow comes and you're just eating cereal in your pajamas. Big goals are sexy, but they're also a recipe for burnout. Here's the hack, shrink it down. Want to read more? Don't aim for war and peace. Start with 5 pages a day. That's like 1 bathroom break's worth of reading. Want to get fit? Skip the gym torture, take a 10-minute walk and call it a win. I tried this with exercise. Went from, I'll lift weights like Thor to, I'll lift this water bottle 10 times. Guess what? It stuck. The Kaizen method, fancy Japanese wisdom, says tiny, consistent changes beat giant leaps. Research backs it. A study in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found people who started with small habits were 80% more likely to keep going after 6 months. So pick one thing today, yes today, not someday when Mercury's not in retrograde, and do it tiny. You'll be shocked how fast those wins pile up. Oh, and laugh at yourself when you mess up because you will, and it's hilarious. Step 4, get a buddy or a system, because solo missions are overrated. Ever notice how you'll flake on yourself but not on someone else? That's accountability, baby, and it's gold. Grab a friend, a coworker, heck, even your mom, and tell them your goal. "Hey, I'm trying to drink water instead of my 17th Diet Coke this week, check in on me." They'll either cheer you on or roast you into action. No buddy? No problem. Build a system. Write your goal on a sticky note and slap it on your fridge. Download an app. Habitica's fun. It's like a video game where you level up for not being a slacker. Ohio State researchers found sharing goals with someone you admire, like your cool aunt or that friend who's got their life together, boosts your commitment by 65%. I told my buddy I'd journal every day. He caught me doodling stick figures instead and still hasn't let it go. Keeps me honest. Funny story, I once bet my sister $10 I'd wake up early for a week. Lost the bet, but won a habit, and she bought coffee with my money. Point is, accountability works. Find your hype squad or your sticky note army, whatever keeps you moving. Step 5. Celebrate the wins, because if you don't, who will? You stuck to your plan for a day? Pop off, champ. Finished a week? You're basically a superhero without the cape. We're so busy chasing the next thing we forget to pat ourselves on the back. But celebrating wires your brain to love this self-improvement gig. Keep it simple. Dance to your favorite song, buy that fancy coffee you've been eyeing, or just yell, "I'm awesome," in your living room. I once celebrated decluttering my closet by strutting around in a jacket I forgot I owned. Felt like a runway model with zero audience. Psychologists call this positive reinforcement. It's why dogs do tricks for treats, and why you'll keep going if you reward yourself. Big or small, every win counts. Wrote 5 pages? Celebrate. Didn't scream at traffic? Celebrate harder. Life's too short to not throw yourself a party. You're not just improving, you're becoming a legend, one goofy victory at a time. And that's it, maniacs. 5 steps to kickstart your self-improvement journey with a sprinkle of chaos and a whole lot of fun. Which step's your vibe? Tell me in the comments. Did know your why hit deep, or are you already decluttering like a maniac? Smash that like button if you're ready to glow up. Subscribe for more life-hacking madness, and share this with your crew who needs a nudge. Until next time, keep growing, keep laughing, and stay maniacally, you, Super Talk Maniac, level up your life.